Top 10 Best Crossover Hatchbacks 2018. Part of the reason SUV sales have been booming of late is the emergence of the crossover, a car that combines the taller driving position of larger 4x4s with the relatively compact dimensions of a regular family hatchback. The Nissan Qashqai arguably kick-started the market, and other manufacturers were soon to cotton on to the Japanese firm's recipe for sales success. These days, any car company worth its salt will have a contender in this segment, so consumers are spoiled for choice. But which models are worth the money? Here are our top 10 picks. 1. Sitka. Seat's first foray into the SUV corner of the market has been a hugely successful one. With Sitka, the once floundering Spanish manufacturer now has a class leader on its hands. It ticks all the right boxes so far as affordability, looks, economy and practicality are concerned, and manages to be engaging to drive as well, something that can't be said of many cars in this segment. It's not completely perfect, with a 1.6-liter diesel engine that isn't as refined as the oil burner in the Qashqai and stingy standard kit at the entry level. That doesn't stop the Tka from scoring top honors in this class, though. 2. Nissan Qashqai. A midlife refresh has helped to keep the Qashqai, the original and definitive crossover, incredibly close to the top of the pile. It champions refinement, fuel efficiency and interior comfort, but loses out to the Tka as far as dynamic abilities are concerned. The Qashqai's steering is overly light in its regular setting, and noticeable body roll discourages properly spirited driving. Nissan's infotainment system is also starting to fall behind. On the whole, though, the Qashqai is still hugely competitive in this segment and thoroughly recommendable. 3. Volkswagen T-Roc. Volkswagen's first attempt at a small crossover is promising to say the least. The T-Roc offers classy styling, a well-made interior and handling characteristics that are more akin to those of a small hatchback than a proper SUV. It's not quite as good to drive as the Tka and isn't quite as practical, but it wouldn't be hard to recommend one. The mid-spec model isn't unreasonably priced, but like-for-like versions of the Skoda Kodiaq and Tka are still slightly cheaper. 4. Renault Kadjar. While it doesn't rank quite as highly as the Nissan Qashqai, to which it's closely related, the Renault Kadjar is still a competent and likable contender. It's comparatively less expensive than its Nissan sibling across the range, and with plenty of interior space, it's well suited to family life. It rides comfortably, too. However, the Kadjar's interior isn't quite up to the same standard as the Qashqai's in terms of material richness, and nor is it as refined. Performance from the 1.5-liter diesel engine is also somewhat short. 5. Toyota C-HR. Gone are the days of dull, boring-looking crossovers. Stylistically, the Toyota C-HR is a breath of fresh air in the segment. Even next to more athletic rivals such as the Tka, it stands out. It has the handling to back those sporty looks up, too. However, its hybrid powertrain is a bit gutless, particularly for a car of this size. A diesel offering would have done well here. And while that sloping roofline may look great, it eats into rear headroom. Toyota's infotainment system is also left wanting when compared with rivals. 6. Skoda Kodiaq. As is the case with all Skoda cars, the Kodiaq brings affordability, value for money and practicality to its market, all good things for family buyers. It's also a handsome-looking thing, if a little hard to distinguish from its Spanish cousin, the Tka. The Kodiaq is comfortable out on the open road, if a little unremarkable dynamically. It's a very competent replacement for the Yeti, although it lacks the character and flair of its predecessor, which is a bit of shame, really. 7. Hyundai Tucson. This smart-looking South Korean crossover offers a great deal of space and standard kit and a solid 5-year/unlimited mile warranty for a reasonable outlay. However, it falls down next to its more refined European rivals in the ride and handling departments. Hyundai's 2.0-liter diesel engine is decently refined but could do with a bit more punch. We also found its real-world economy to be a fair way off the claimed figure. Plus, The interior materials are a bit pedestrian when compared with those found in the likes of the Crook and Qashqai. 8. Kia Sportage. Like the Tucson, the Kia Sportage majors on value for money, offering an excellent 7-year/100,000 warranty and lots of standard equipment. However, while you might get a lot of bang for your buck as far as kit is concerned, the Sportage doesn't drive as well as its European rivals, with a firm, noisy ride and inconsistent steering. Its relatively uninspiring appearance may not be to everyone's tastes, either, particularly when compared with funky rivals such as the CHR, D-Roc and Ka. Still, it provides plenty of space inside, a trait that families will no doubt love. 9. Suzuki SX4 S-Cross. With prices starting at £17,499, the Suzuki SX4 S-Cross is a good way to get into a crossover for a reasonably small outlay. At this price point, there are obviously some concessions. The interior isn't particularly attractive, for example, but the car handles well and has a well-sized boot. Rear headroom could be better, as could the low-speed ride, which is a touch fidgety, but overall, the SX4 S-Cross is perfectly likable. Standard equipment is generous, too, with mid-range models gaining sat-nav, parking sensors and a rear-view camera. 10. Vauxhall Grandland X. Vauxhall's Peugeot 3008-based Grandland X championed standard equipment. For a £22,485 initial outlay, you'll get an entry-spec car fitted with a 7.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system that incorporates Bluetooth, a DAB radio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's also a wealth of safety features, such as lane departure warning, while rear sensors make parking that much easier. The Grandland X isn't the most engaging vehicle on this list to drive, but it's more than up to the task of being a dependable family wagon.